Good morning, guys. A little after 9:30 in the morning on Saturday, and we've got the P7000 fired up. It's been quite some time, unfortunately, since we've been able to do a video because running multiple businesses, time has been crazy. But graphics has been insane as far as production, and right now we're working with our clear vinyl substrate. We get a lot of questions on clear. You can see I'm producing a red checkerboard pattern, and of course the white gap between those red boxes is actually going to be filled with the end user's model's covering. So whatever color that covering is, you'll see where that white is when he peels this off the backing. That's what color will actually come through, giving him a very unique checkerboard pattern. I'm also doing a custom rendition of the German kills for our American World War II fighters, also known as a German swastika, which was actually presented on aircraft by our pilots to actually represent German kills in World War II. I have a special request for those. So again, dealing with the clear vinyl offers a multitude of applications. Of course, I deal with modeling niches, but again, the application is endless. And of course, we do laminate this with our 3M 8518. Once again, we are seeing tons of different vinyls coming on the market that are inkjet, claiming to be waterproof. And again, whether or not it's actually waterproof, I really can't say. I haven't purchased any of the newer vinyl to see. One thing I can tell you is this: it's not going to be abrasion proof, not at least at the level that you will find when a physical laminate is applied. And again, that's something to really keep into consideration. If you're doing scrapbooking, I guess it doesn't matter, but if you're doing end user type products, it does matter, because of course we want longevity. And again, unless you're really in an environment where moisture is going to be present at a repetitive pace, that's something to really think about. And again, it also finishes the vinyl. You can see how this looks right now coming out. I'm actually going to come down and you can see the color opacity on this material is amazing. You can see how the red looks. It comes in real rich. The main key when you're working with a clear vinyl is that you understand that the substrate you apply it to needs to be a solid opaque to get the best representation of a solid image like you see here. Otherwise it'll be slightly transparent. Not that it'll look bad, it's just something to keep in mind because a lot of end users forget that. Color spectrum on this also, you want to stay as opaque as possible. Unless you want something to be really unique once again and have a transparent glow to it, you can do that as well. As you can see, the P7000 lays down that ink like glass, and it just comes out beautifully. This is a material that, once again, if you're working in constraints of not necessarily having a high-end cutter, or for that matter having a cutter at all, you can use this material and hand cut out the designs with a paper cutter, and you're fine because, again, it's clear. So if you don't mind having a slight edge, you can do this manually and still get a great result. I mean, it's all about how you apply it. We have some end users who like to cut it out with an X-Acto knife with like a number 11 blade, or scissors. Scissors is going to give you kind of a weavy edge. We recommend using a paper cutter, and it'll give you a nice clean edge. Like on something like this, if you were to use a paper cutter, you get that nice solid edge all the way across, and ultimately you can actually cut these as close as possible, and it just gives you a fantastic look. Even though you do not have a contour cutting robot, again, whether it's a Graph Tech or a Silhouette, if you don't want to invest in that, clear vinyl is amazing to work with, and we do have some end users who work with it exclusively just for that reason. Again, it keeps the overhead low. So again, guys, I'm going to wrap this up right now because we do have quite a few things to do, but overall, you can see exactly how this is coming out.